Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about what Trump voters voted for. It's a common thing we're seeing on social media. People who voted for Trump posting a headline about something that is typically a culture war thing and saying, quote, "I voted for this." That's the flash. The jingling keys meant to distract the masses and get them to continue to support Trump, and by extension, the Republicans in Congress who have backed his plays. I'm going to read something. Quote, "Belle, I'm terrified. As a disabled single mom, I depend heavily on government assistance for, well, everything. My food, shelter, medical insurance, and even my basic income are all through government assistance programs. I'm trying to figure out how I'm not going to end up homeless, starving, and without the treatments I need to stay semi-functional. I often envision living on the streets while my 15-year-old daughter tries to care for me with no help. Especially for her, I'm so scared. Is this a certainty? Is it inevitable with the passing of Trump's delightfully deadly bill? Or is it still possible that it can be reversed? That I may not die in the streets like that? If it is inevitable, how soon will I be feeling its effects? I don't know how to prepare, other than to plan ahead of time to send my child away somewhere. I don't know where or how, before it happens, so she's not dragged down with me. How much time do I have?" If you voted for Trump, if you voted for Republicans who backed his budget plans, this is what you voted for. There are Americans all over the country who are being kicked down at so billionaires can have tax cuts, so more government functions can be privatized and charged for later. And while you may throw out some line about welfare queens, or maybe say she isn't disabled, or come up with some other thing to try to villainize your neighbor, so you can get a pat on the head from the social media echo chamber that makes you support a billionaire who doesn't care about you over people you see every day. Remember this: you are closer to being in her shoes than you are being in the shoes of a billionaire. What would it take for you to end up where she's at? An accident? A few bad months? Now to answer the question, how much time do I have? It really depends on the economy. If Trump's bad economic policies start filtering through and spook the retail investors and the rich, this whole timeline speeds up dramatically because the overall picture gets worse and there's more people relying on the system that survived the Republican assault on working class Americans. If the economy continues to run on emotions that are completely untethered from the economic reality, it'll be after the midterms. The Republicans structured it to not show the drastic effects until after the midterm elections, so they don't have to face the voters immediately. All the better if Democrats retake the majority, because then they'll blame it on them, even though they opposed it. If you voted for Trump, this is what you voted for. When the effects of his policies show, I hope you don't need help, because you voted to take it away. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.